wait, hold on.
Exactly. So yeah, if you don't believe me, you shouldn't, because my name is Vano.
Oh, damn.
I appreciate you believing me though. Vano, and I'll be a tour guide for the next 7, maybe 10 minutes, however long you guys want to go, because I'm stuck here until 6, so it don't really matter to me. And these tours are free, but if you do enjoy, you can tip John or Vano, whoever. But this right here is where we begin. Anybody's first time in the Bahamas? Yeah? Welcome. Yeah. First timers? No? No? Alright, so welcome back.
I'm going to repeat offenders.
Yeah. As you should. Welcome back. Shame on you guys, alright? But this right here is a hand-drawn map that's showing you one of the many Bahamian islands. One of 700 islands that we have here in the Bahamas, but that one is known as San Salvador. But it was once called Guanahani by the local Indians that were living here in the Bahamas. We called the Lucayan Arawaks. And all of that changed when that guy stepped foot here in the Bahamas, and that is none other than Christopher Columbus. Columbus, who was said to have, look at me, discovered the Bahamas back in 1492, just like America does. Unfortunately, upon his discovery, he met those Indians, got rid of the entire population, and so the Bahamas was empty up until 1647. Now, by the way, questions, comments, concerns, let's do it. So 1647 is around the time the British came into the picture. That on the left is none other than King Charles II, alongside 2 of his 6 Lord Proprietors, who were all given the task to protect the islands here in the Bahamas. But rumor has it they were a bit too busy sitting in line for the hair salon and such. So due to their neglect is why the pirates were able to come here and have a jolly good time. Now eventually order was restored here in the Bahamas. They sent a guy by the name of Woodes Rogers here with a letter of marque. That letter gave him permission to either give the pirates 2 options. Option number 1, take flight, flee the Bahamas. Option number 2, there you go, get hung. And as you can see, both options work for the better, right? Now, this painting shows you what the property was used for before becoming a distillery. Before becoming anything else, it was a plantation where we grew all sorts of plants, but one in particular was called sisal. Some people call it sisal, cecil, sisal. Anybody familiar? Oh, that one. It's not that I know of. Heard about it? What do you heard about it? Like, what is it used for? You know?
I don't remember.
Okay. No?
Clothing?
Beans and rice?
Not that I know of, but yeah, I'll take clothing. Yep. So sisal is one of the fibrous plants that we have here in the Bahamas, and it's one of the plants we would be using to plait and weave together to make some of the local straw work. Hats, mats, bags, baskets, and even rope. But today you guys are here inside the John Watling's distillery. So who was Watling's? Watling's was a pirate. A pirate who was known for being religious, believe it or not. So Monday through Saturday, or holy matey. But Sunday is when he bowed before the Lord, asking for forgiveness. To still wake up Monday morning and throw all you guys overboard. But that's exactly why they decided to name this distillery after me, because after John, because we're actually surrounded by 5 churches. 5 churches and 6 church cemeteries. Welcome to the only place in the world you guys can do it like John. That means coming for a few drinks, going to church right afterwards, and then coming back for a whole lot more. Now follow me as we check out where that whole lot more is made. Some trash bin on the right as you come through the door. Watch your step.
Picture. Beautiful.
Is that the plant?
This is sisal. No, this is bear wood.
Oh.
B-E-R-A wood. Come on over here.
That's where they put the pirates?
When I came here, I signed a contract and I'm not allowed to answer that.
Oh, boy.
Even if you're bad, where to go?
Yeah, see, I'm not allowed to answer that either. But yes, guys, this here is a long way down. A long way down, but feel free to jump. There's a trampoline down there. But this is a water well that's been hand carved. Hand carved and extends 74 feet into the ground.
Wow.
Now, it's been carved from limestone. As a matter of fact, the whole Bahamas is made of limestone. Limestone is one of the softer rocks that allows water to pass through it real easily, acting as a natural filter.
Oh, nice.
So even when it doesn't rain in months, yep, you're still gonna find some water down there, like right now, and most of that water comes from the surrounding groundwater. But even though there's water down there, it isn't really safe for use. No bathing, no drinking, no washing, none of that. And that's because of all the stuff that's been tossed down there. Hats, bikes, cups, phones, wallets, wives, kids, husbands, everything and more. So if you throw it down there, you better make a wish, my friends, because it's not coming back. But feel free and go to get it if you'd like. Now follow me to where the rum is made.
Good stuff.
2 feet of farm.
But before we venture on inside, as I mentioned, this here was a plantation, so we still got some of the native crops and infrastructure in place. Over there, those 2 aloe vera / agave looking plants, that's the sisal. That's the sisal. When it dries up, it presents that stringy fibrous material that can then be plaited and woven. It grows really big. That whole circle was one big plant. Right over here, those 3 plants over here to my right, as well as this one here to my left, those are all lime trees. This big guy here in the middle, that is a guava tree. Right there behind you are bamboo, which is invasive. And
I was about to
behind-
say, are they native?
Huh?
I was about to say, are these natives?
No.
Bamboo invasive everywhere except like Asia and all that, eh? From what I've heard. And then you got the banana trees in the back there behind the bamboo. If you look on over here to my right, that yellow building with the chimney looking thing on top of it.
Church?
No, that was the kitchen.
Oh.
That was the kitchen when this here was the plantation. That chimney looking thing is the remnants of the rock oven. But today that is used for our class. So if you guys are looking to become a certified mixologist, where it is you learn some of how it is we mix some of our rums and cocktails and get a certificate at the end, as well as our rum tasting. So there's rum tasting available at the bar, but if you want a little bit more of a personal experience, you can all book that inside there online, or you can go to the cashier at the bar and see if there's any availability today. Now folks, one of the moments you've been waiting for.
Ooh. Mr. Mark Booth.
Oh yeah, look at the coming into it. It's
You
beautiful.
can smell it already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't breathe too deep. You may be able to hear with slurring words.
He's already there.
So yes, guys, welcome to Rum Heaven. This is where the magic happens, where we do the bottling, the capping, the aging, the labeling, all that more, and all of that is done by hand, by the hard-working folks that are out on lunch right now. Now, everything we make here is made primarily from this. Who knows what that is? Sugar cane. One of the sweetest things you could ever chew on here in the Bahamas. That's what we use to make all of the rums as well as our vodka, the red turtle vodka. And we call it that because with each purchase we make donations to protect the turtles, not
Oh,
because
just
we
like
put them
Carnival.
in them. Huh?
It's like Carnival Cruises.
Yep. Carnival doing that as well. Let's do it. That's what most folks tend to do, at least, protect the turtles. But we call it, we use sugar cane to make the vodka, and that makes it very special since vodka is normally made from potatoes and grains and such. Now, if you guys look all along these walls, as well as right there in front of you, we got the American White Oak ex-bourbon barrels. These are the barrels that we import and use to age the rum. The longer the rum is kept inside, the darker and the smoother it tends to be. Our youngest rum here is that pale rum, which is aged for about 2 years inside these bourbon barrels.
As they
Then you
return.
These are decades, man.
Huh?
Those are decades old.
Yeah, for the most part. For the most part. You can't say which one is decades old, but you can see the little tag on top of them telling you which rum is inside of it, how old it should be in there, or when we should take it out, or when we should swap it with another barrel, all that. The next one over is the amber rum, which is aged for 3 years. Both the pale and the amber would be your mixing rum. So the cocktails, the mixed drinks, the desserts, those would be the rums of preference. Next on up are the sippers. That includes the Buena Vista, which is pre-hand blended before being aged for 5 years inside these bourbon barrels. And now you got the Paradise rum, because we are in paradise, right?
Right.
That one is aged for 4 to 6 years before spending 6 or more months inside of our ex-sherry cask, giving it that smooth and unique taste that you guys can try at the bar. More of a sweeter taste compared to the other rums. And now, folks, we got the grand finale known as the Bullion. Bullion celebrated our 50th, now the 52nd independence here in the Bahamas, as well as our 10th, now the 12th anniversary here at the distillery. So it is aged for, how old are you, bud?
10 years.
86, yeah, that's 10 years old. That could be your big brother. The bullion is aged for 10 years. 10 years in these barrels before spending 3 or more months inside of our Cognac cask, giving it that smooth and unique taste that you guys can try at the bar if you follow me.
You make gun K too?
Yes, sir. As a side brand rum.
Okay, that's a white label.
Yeah, there you go.
What's cooked in the copper pot?
Pardon?
What's in the copper one?
That's a part of our distillation process for the vodka. It
Oh,
allows
vodka.
us to measure the different levels of the alcohol in the vodka.
Gun K is what you get, and this is the only production facility you have, correct?
For our rum?
For your rum.
Yeah.
On the vodka, what's your neutral spirit?
When our vodka was the neutral spirits, I have no idea what that means. Let's ask.
Sugar.
Oh, that's what you mean? Yeah. So yeah, we make it from the sugar cane.
Oh, just the sugar cane.
Yeah, we import it as molasses.
It's not
from
pineapple
the
or
Caribbean nations.
coconut or, you know.
No, so we use the coconut. We use coconut husk for the filtration process. So that makes it a little bit more unique, as well as some of the pink sand from some of our islands here in the Bahamas. Welcome to the Bahamas. Gotta do it different, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But we about to head on back in this building that's been here since 1789. 1789 and what's known as the Buena Vista Estate. Now, since it's been built, it served a few purposes, from originally being a private residence, as well as a hotel, a restaurant, a movie set, and now it's a part of a bar and a distillery. And when I say private residence, of course, a plantation. But it's a bar and a distillery now. Anybody ever watched the movie Casino Royale?
Yes, loved it.
So some of it was filmed here. They showed this building and the property as the African embassy, and then there was the big scene during the chase where Daniel Craig, who played as James Bond, he jumped from the roof of the car and over the wall. That happened out front there. You guys can check it out when you're leaving as you headed back towards the parking lot. That long pink wall on your left, as well as you would see a blue sign showing you which part of that wall he jumped over. The only thing I ask, if you're gonna reenact the scene, come and call me first, all right?
Love this dude.
Now's your chance to buy any one of the bottles of rum, as well as that vodka, or you can try before you buy, because straight through these doors and to the left, that's the bar. The bar is where you can purchase tastings of the rum, or get some more of that pina colada. Pina colada in a much bigger cup, and yes, they do have virgin ones, as well as other soft drinks.
Wow. Wonder what's that way.
Now this brings us to the end of our tour.
What goes out that way?
But it is now AC and rum time. AC and rum time, and I can't join you until 6, so take an extra shot for me, all right? There you go. Watch your step, mama.
What's down that way?
Yeah.
Big villa? They're going down this way.
So this is just the street, thank you. This is just the street headed down into the community. So when this was a plantation, this extended back for miles. But after slavery was abolished and all of that, the owner of the property back then, he divided the land with the slaves. So most of that going back south that way is like generational property and stuff like that.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, my friends. You all enjoy.
Thank you, thank you.
If you got any more questions, let me know.
Wow. AC's nice in here.
And you are allowed to bottle of in by air or cruise.
Yeah.
No boy, I did one because we do a double take, let's start.